Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge von Rory McIIroy PGA Tour. Wir machen jetzt mal weiter. So, sind wir so 58. Dann wollen wir mal. Ne, warte mal. Ungefähr hier.
Playing it point to point, fairway off the tee, fairway on the second shot, and now a really good angle to attack. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Par yesterday, now for birdie.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Settles in over the putt. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Par 3 17th, Frank, it's 238 yards.
There's still a chance for birdie here though. Green shape's a little bit to the player's right, so a nice high draw coming in here. Even finding the middle of the putting surface will give you a chance to putt to really any position on this green.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths.
Not bad,
it's a
not
big
bad.
Putt right here for birdie. Frank well off the pace, but the true professionals, they keep digging, trying to get better. Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole, and on paper it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set you up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And, well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green.
Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance.
Ik had echt aim sollen. Nein! Warum
Missed
gehst du
on
denn
that one,
nicht?
Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Warum gehst du denn nicht da rein? Ey, der war so
Shouldn't be a
knapp.
problem here.
Das kann
Good
nicht sein.
stroke, just came up empty.
Das kann doch jetzt nicht sein. Und daneben.
Frank, this has been an absolute mess today and all week long.
You said it best.
So 2 rounds in the books. Frank, that was fun.
It certainly was. It bodes well for the weekend. Saw a lot of good players that seem to actually have a good fit for this golf course. That bodes well for the next 36 holes.
Das kann doch nicht sein, Alter. Dass ich da zweimal den Birdie ja nicht packe, ey. Das kann's nicht sein. Ja, Short Putting wurde jetzt um 1 verbessert, Gott sei Dank. Gott, war das schlecht. Ja, so langsam steigen auch meine Ansprüche an mich selbst vor allem Ding. Weil es kann nicht sein, dass ich das sowas nicht packe. Ich spiele gar nicht schlecht und ich schaffe die Birdies wirklich nicht.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live third-round coverage of the Bioware Classic. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lauder alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting set to go at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. We're located along the St. Johns River in the great state of Florida. Now the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of the green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
This, the second shot here at the par 4.
This looks like it's heading for the bunker.
Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
Now his third, staring right at the green. Well, that is a ball-striking clinic right there. Another dazzling approach shot. Pretty close. These putts keep the round together.
Warum
That
geht
is
er
a
jetzt so stark
painful
nach
miss right
rechts?
there. And a
Alter,
bogey
ich
drop
kapier's
shot here at the
nicht.
13th.
Ey, was muss ich denn da machen?
And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Geht auch noch daneben.
It doesn't go in, you got to add another one to the scorecard.
And that's where the
Hab ich
golf
doch
ball's
gesagt.
just staring
Hab
at
ich doch
you.
gesagt, er geht nicht rein.
Mocking you and laughing at
Was
you.
You know deep
zur
down it's
Hölle?
smiling too, don't you?
Makeable putt
Daneben.
right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Frank, how do you explain what we saw here?
It's a mess. It's probably the easiest way to put it. This is a case of anything that could go wrong.
Check das
Not just
nicht.
probably, it did.
Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Einmal hin.
Been a little too much of that, Frank. Just sort of ho-hum pars. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands. It's 590 yards.
Which is really a tempting yardage. A good tee shot, perhaps think of reaching the par 5 and 2. But this green well protected by 3 bunkers, 2 on the left side and
Was
1
zur Hölle?
short right. But hey, fortune favors the brave.
Was war das
That's
denn?
what I was told.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Was zur Hölle? Ey, was ist denn jetzt kaputt?
Frank, there's fairway, there's rough, and then there's mulch.
Yeah, the
Hey,
worst
was-
thing about the mulch is all these little chips around the ball, and that's so the ball doesn't sit up. And Once again, this shot might look easy, but if you just miss it a bit, it so exaggerates the outcome.
Alter, krieg ich den Ball immer mehr ein paar Meter weit. Was ist denn jetzt nicht in Ordnung? Alter Falter, was ist denn jetzt? Irgendwie läuft gerade alles verkehrt gerade. Was ist denn los?
There? I have no earthly idea.
Was zur Hölle?
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
It's always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Just a bit offline.
Yeah, the hard work's coming up now, though. It's a long way away.
A disastrous triple bogey attempt here.
Ja, liest ihr das jetzt oder nicht?
I'd be very happy with that one.
Yeah, lag putt, I mean, really, it's unrealistic to try and make those. So anytime you can two-putt from there is a good result.
Ich hab keine Ahnung, was das jetzt war. Keine Ahnung.
That hole disastrous. He'll have to battle back.
Es ging gerade nicht zusammen.
Moving to the 16th hole here at the Wetlands, 455-yard par 4, and you can see, Frank, that green is heavily guarded.
And consequently, you're really going to have to judge that second shot. Know your yardage, and also a good strikes required to safely keep the ball on the putting surface.
Wieso nicht gleich so?
Frank, it may be obvious you'd rather have a ball sitting up perfectly in these fairways as opposed to the deep rough off to the left or right. But how is a player able to take advantage when he has that good lie?
Well, anything better than that would be sitting on a tee. That is a perfect lie. It almost guarantees good contact.
And it makes the green in regulation. Frank, he'll have to take a full swing at this putt for birdie.
This is long, but every now and again, one of these finds the bottom of the cup and makes that magic sound.
So ungefähr da. Hey, ich verstehe. Warum geht er so
Always two
weit weg?
components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. And getting ready for the putt.
How did that not go in? Oh, that even caught me by surprise, Rich. I thought par was in the bag.
This now for bogey. In for bogey. Here we go at the 17th. It's a par 3, and it takes one good strike. That's what you like about par 3s of this length, Frank. 238 yards. Can't fake it here.
You certainly can't, and that green just shapes a little bit to the player's right. So the best shot to hit in here would be a little draw. And that is also the avenue provided by those two bunkers. One short left and the other one back right.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Ich raff's einfach nicht.
That was a good run at it, Rich.
Ich raff's einfach nicht.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Daneben.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit the 3-wood 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no, we don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Ist jetzt verarschen oder was?
Frank, safe to say, he is not having his best day out here today. What kind of advice do you give a player who's struggling?
Well, you just almost got to forget what's happened. I know that's easier said than done. Just start a clean slate. Just hit a good shot. Just find a fairway. Don't try and get too specific. There's enough out there. The greens are big enough. Just find a piece of green. Find a piece of fairway. Maybe knock a couple of putts in. And then let it add up in your direction.
So, 84. sind wir geworden. Die Frage ist, haben wir den Cut geschafft oder nicht? Okay, Midgame, Consistency. Da fehlt noch eine Menge. Ich glaube, wir haben den Cut ja nicht geschafft, oder? Oder doch? So, liebe Leute, ich danke mir trotzdem mal fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Part von Rory McIIroy PGA Tour. Bis dahin, haut rein und tschüss. Dann sehen wir uns auch zur finalen Runde.